co-founder with Dorothy Day of the Catholic worker movement, being invited to speak at a rather large parish in the 1930s. The pastor was expecting a large turnout and was distressed when Warren, whom he had never really met, had not appeared. As the event was about to start, a shabbily dressed man who had been hanging around the premises stepped up to the podium. It was Peter Warren, who always traveled light, only owned a single suit that he often slept in, practicing the voluntary poverty that he was to promote in his talk. When Jesus sent the 12 ahead of him to proclaim the kingdom of God, he likewise ordered them to arrive with utmost simplicity. They were to carry no traveling sack, food or money, or even a walking stick, rendering them really defenseless against robbers or wild dogs. Nor were they to take a change of clothing, something that would have clearly identified them among peasants as persons or means of importance. They were poor, among the poor, and totally dependent on others' hospitality. When Francis of Assisi gathered the fratelli, his little brothers, around him to preach the gospel, he understood the effectiveness of that same kind of simplicity. The mendicant movements of the 13th century were in response to the extravagant wealth of the church and the contrast to the official representatives of the hierarchy arriving on horseback or in carriages loaded with baggage. We might imagine the contradiction it would have caused had a well-dressed Peter Warren arrived in a limousine to talk about evangelical poverty. St. Francis wanted his brothers to witness to the poverty of Christ. And he told them, preach to God, preach the gospel, use words if necessary. Like disciples of Jesus, their appearance was to speak louder than any sermon that they might give. Their dependence on their hosts also left a household free to open the door or not, initiating each encounter as an act of hospitality that signaled the readiness to receive the message that these strangers might be offering. Those who did were blessed with peace and healing. Those who did not missed the grace of that moment. A film about Dorothy Day entitled Entertaining Angels, a reference to that line in the letter to the Hebrews, do not neglect to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have entertained angels without even knowing it. Simplifying our lives, then, prepares us for the gospel, uncluttered and undistracted by possessions and the anxiety that comes from owning and protecting things. The joy of discipleship comes from realizing how little is essential to a full life, and a freedom that comes from traveling light in the company of Jesus.